In the depths of the Cold War, when nuclear annihilation hung over humanity like a sword of Damocles, the United States conceived something truly terrifying. Not just another weapon of war, but a harbinger of death that could slip through the darkness undetected, carrying enough firepower to erase entire cities from existence. This is the story of the B-2 Spirit, a machine so advanced, so deadly, and so expensive that it redefined the very concept of strategic warfare. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. The world sleeps peacefully, unaware that high above, cutting through the night sky like a phantom, flies a triangular shadow worth more than the GDP of most nations. The B-2 Spirit moves silently through the darkness, its bat-like silhouette barely visible against the star-filled void. 2 radar operators below. It might as well be a ghost, a metallic specter carrying the power to end civilizations. The B-2 Spirit isn't just an aircraft. It's a testament to human ingenuity, twisted toward destruction. Born from the paranoid genius of Cold War engineers, this flying wing represents the pinnacle of stealth technology, a machine designed with one purpose: to penetrate deep into enemy territory and deliver devastating payloads without warning, without detection, without mercy. Every line of the B-2's alien geometry serves the cause of invisibility. Its radar cross-section is smaller than a bird's, a $2.1 billion ghost that can materialize over any target on Earth. The angular surfaces deflect radar waves like light bouncing off a broken mirror, scattering signals into the void. Special radar-absorbing materials coat its skin like armor made of shadows, drinking in electromagnetic radiation and giving nothing back. But the true horror of the B-2 Spirit lies not in its stealth capabilities, but in what it carries. This mechanical reaper can transport up to 40,000 pounds of destruction, enough conventional explosives to level city blocks, or nuclear warheads capable of turning thriving metropolises into radioactive wastelands. It's a delivery system for apocalypse. Wrapped in cutting-edge technology and painted in the colors of night, the B-2's development consumed $44 billion. Blood money extracted from American taxpayers to fund this instrument of ultimate warfare. Each of the 21 aircraft that emerged from Northrop Grumman's facilities cost more than most countries spend on their entire military. These weren't just bombers, they were investments in global dominance, each one a reminder that America possessed the power to strike anywhere, anytime, without warning. Consider the psychological warfare aspect. The mere existence of the B-2 Spirit changes the calculus of international relations. Foreign leaders sleep uneasily, knowing that their most heavily defended bunkers, their most secret installations, their most precious assets remain vulnerable to this invisible predator. It patrols the skies like a mechanical vulture, circling high above a world that cannot see it coming. The B-2's first taste of blood came in 1999. During NATO's bombardment of Yugoslavia, these flying triangles of death emerged from their Missouri lairs, crossed an ocean, and rained destruction on targets that never saw them coming. Serbian radar operators stared at empty screens while their world exploded around them. It was a demonstration of power that sent chills through every military commander on Earth. In the darkness of the Afghan mountains, Iraqi deserts, and Libyan cities, the B-2 Spirit continued its deadly work, flying missions lasting over 30 hours. These mechanical predators would cross continents, deliver death, and return home like commuters finishing another day at the office. The pilots, isolated in their climate-controlled cockpits, became modern-day angels of death, pressing buttons that ended lives thousands of miles below. The technology powering this nightmare is as fascinating as it is terrifying. The B-2's engines are buried deep within its wings, their heat signatures masked by clever engineering. Its fly-by-wire controls constantly adjust thousands of microsurfaces to maintain its unnatural stability. Computer systems worth millions of dollars per aircraft ensure that this mechanical predator can navigate through the darkest night, the worst weather, and the most sophisticated air defenses. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of the B-2 Spirit is its obsolescence. As advanced as this machine is, it represents yesterday's technology. The new B-21 Raider promises to be even more deadly, more invisible, more terrifying. The B-2 Spirit, this $2.1 billion nightmare, is merely the opening act in humanity's march toward ever more sophisticated methods of mutual destruction. The B-2 Spirit stands as a monument to human contradiction, our species' ability to create beauty and horror in equal measure. Its elegant, alien form conceals a purpose as old as warfare itself: to kill efficiently, quietly, and without remorse. It's a reminder that in the modern age, death doesn't announce itself with the roar of engines or the thunder of explosions. Sometimes, it whispers through the night on wings of shadow, invisible until the moment it strikes. As you sleep tonight, remember that, somewhere above, these triangular harbingers of doom patrol the skies, their crews ready to rain destruction. On command, the B-2 Spirit isn't just a bomber, it's a promise, a threat, and a guarantee that in the game of global warfare, America holds the ultimate trump card. the power to strike anywhere in the world, without warning, without detection, and without mercy. The age of the invisible bomber has arrived, and the world will never be the same. And today, as the world watches in horror, that promise has become reality. The shadows cast by the B-2 spirit grow longer and darker as the Middle East burns in a conflict that threatens to consume nations. In June 2025, the Iran-Israel war began, involving the United States, transforming decades of proxy warfare into direct confrontation between nuclear powers. The invisible death that was once theoretical has materialized over the skies of Iran. The U.S. successfully struck 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, facilities that took decades to build, reduced to radioactive rubble in minutes by bombers that arrived like whispers in the night. These weren't just military installations, they were Iran's nuclear ambitions, obliterated by machines that exist beyond the perception of human senses. Picture the terror of those final moments. Iranian radar operators staring at empty screens, while their most precious assets, the underground nuclear facilities that represented their nation's technological prowess, exploded around them. The B-2 spirit had crossed continents, penetrated the most sophisticated air defense systems in the Middle East, and delivered death with surgical precision. At least 224 people have been killed since Israel began bombing Iran, each life snuffed out by weapons delivered by aircraft that might as well have been mythical creatures. The escalation reveals the true horror of modern warfare. What began as targeted strikes has spiraled into a missile exchange that demonstrates the futility of conventional defense against stealth technology. Iran retaliated by launching missiles at military sites and cities in Israel, but their visible, trackable projectiles seem primitive compared to the invisible harbingers of death that slip through darkness undetected. The psychological warfare is complete. Hundreds of Americans have fled Iran as the conflict has escalated, understanding that when invisible bombers prowl the skies, nowhere is safe. The B-2 spirit has transformed from a Cold War relic into an active instrument of apocalypse, proving that some nightmares don't fade with time. They simply wait for their moment to emerge from the shadows. As the conflict intensifies, Israel is running through its supply of expensive missile interceptors, while Iran's defensive systems prove useless against enemies they cannot see. This is the new reality of warfare. Not the clash of visible armies, but the systematic destruction of nations by ghosts that strike without warning and vanish without trace. The B-2 spirit's legacy is being written in smoke and blood across the Middle East, each mission a reminder that in the modern age, the most dangerous weapons are those that arrive unseen, unheard, and unstoppable. The invisible bomber doesn't just deliver death, it delivers despair. Proof that in a world of stealth technology, traditional defenses are nothing more than elaborate illusions of security. The age of invisible warfare has not just arrived, it has claimed its first victims, and the world trembles in the shadow of wings that cannot be seen.
Welcome to Soft Spot, where deadly war machines come to life. Tanks, fighter jets, warships, real combat footage and classified secrets from the world's most devastating weapons. Hit like and subscribe. This is Soft Spot.